Heidi. Thank you so much
Hello.
for joining us today. So
That's
the
fine.
whole idea is just to introduce you to everyone on our sewing page, Hastings Sewists
Yeah.
and Dressmakers. So I wonder if you could start, just tell us a little bit about you.
My name's Heidi. I've lived in Hastings for now 50 years.
Have you?
I'm just 50, and I have been sewing for quite a while. My first interest started when I was about 6 years old, when I used to go to Ricketts and Fullbrooks in Orr with my mum.
I've not heard of that. Whereabouts was that?
In where the Catch 22 is now,
Okay.
or the fish and chip shop.
Yeah, okay.
It used to be a haberdashery shop, a bit like from something out of Are You Being Served?
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
It really was a really old-fashioned shop.
Yeah.
And we used to go in there, and I was fascinated by the people cutting the fabric,
Yeah.
and all the buttons and the cotton reels and trimmings, etc.
Yeah.
And that's where my fascination started, really, for it.
Oh, brilliant.
I wanted to be working sewing, so I went on later on, and I worked in Kings Road and Micken Fabrics as helping out selling the fabric and actually buying the fabric.
Oh, did you? How old were you then?
I was 17.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from there onwards, I was helping out the owner with, she was doing dressmaking on the side as well within the shop. And that's where I sort of really got involved with it for a few years.
Oh, amazing.
Until I went off into fashion retail.
Did you? And that was your interest? That's how you kind of... Oh, wow. That's brilliant. So is that how you learnt to sew? Is that how you started sewing? Was in
Yes,
Kings Road? So she taught you, essentially, like on the job, kind of?
My mum first showed me how to sew when I was very small, and got me sewing when I was small. It was quite hard because she was left-handed and I'm right-handed.
Oh, wow. So it's all opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what sort of sewing was that? That was dressmaking primarily, or?
Yes, it was dressmaking, making, things for, like, myself, and, for her, and also, she's making me skirts and things like that, and
yeah, lovely.
On the old Singer sewing machine with the, manual, the old classic style.
That is amazing. I tried to have a go on one of those. They are tricky. Oh my goodness. And they start going backwards and all sorts of things. No, couldn't get the hang of that. Oh wow,
No.
That is amazing. So where do you go for sewing supplies and things now?
For sewing supplies, I normally buy from online.
Do you?
Yeah. Or I buy from the Hastings Sewing Centre, because I know the owner, because where I worked within a shop, we were familiar with him, so and I went to school with his son, so.
Oh, did you? Oh my goodness! So you know them all. Oh, lovely.
So I normally go down there. Really.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. So I know that you've shared a project or two before on our page. Yeah. So you've got that now, have you, to show us?
I have, yes. I made a little basket thing.
Which is fantastic. If you want to hold it up and we can see. That's it. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. That's quite Christmassy.
Christmassy.
Yeah, it is. And you've got some lining in there. Like you've used a different lining fabric as well.
Lined. Yeah. It's lined. It's got interfacing in the middle of it, and then lining.
Let's have a look at the inside. Can we have a look? Oh, nice. So you're using it for storage at the moment. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. So it's a working model. Oh, that is brilliant. That's absolutely amazing. So you say you're in the process. You're in the process of moving, are you? So you're not really working on.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, so you're not really sewing things at the moment, or?
Not sewing things at the moment, but I'm hoping to do some lessons online.
Yeah. But you say you're actually going to be teaching
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to be hopefully teaching people to
That is
sew that don't
fantastic.
really know anything about sewing.
So
it's gonna
complete
be fun.
beginners. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I might end up having to get a cameraman, and
That would be really good, though. Have you got some projects in mind to sort of start them off with?
I have, yes, yeah. I want to buy a mannequin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
and
really handy. I've got one.
I want to do a bit more, a bit more sort of maybe sewing for my shape, as it were.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's such a great thing about sewing, though, isn't it? And dressmaking yourself, like just making it to yourself, to suit yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. So you've got some future plans, future sewing plans?
Yes. Yeah. I'd also like to sort of do leggings, and because I'm just about to start running.
Are you? Really?
For doing the Couch to 5K. So.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
That's really good, and I can highly recommend that. Yeah. No, I've done that. I can highly recommend it because it tells you when to stop and start. You don't even have to think about it. Just go.
Yeah.
And we were in the perfect town, aren't we, to do that sort of thing?
Yeah,
so
yes.
Yeah,
lots
that's
of
really
hills.
good. Yeah, well, I don't know the hills.
Love the seafront.
The seafront. There you go. I was completely thinking of the seafront. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, obviously, in the times where we might be at home a little bit more, are you watching? Is there anything you're watching, reading, or listening to at the moment?
I've been looking at the Sewing Bee. I did watch. The celebrity one was quite entertaining.
It was, wasn't it? Did you watch both of those? Because there was 2 of those.
I did see both of them. Yes, yeah. The one with Leslie Joseph and Denise Van Elsen. Yeah.
Yeah. They were really good, weren't they? Absolutely.
Yeah,
brilliant.
they were good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I just can't understand how they can do it.
Shame they stopped doing them, and they didn't do more of them. I think that would have been
really nice, wouldn't it?
Would have been really good. Yeah.
Hopefully they'll get to do like another one this year.
Yeah.
That would be really good. That's something to look forward to, isn't it? That's really cool. So, did you have a pattern as well that you were going to show?
Yes. Yeah. I've got about a 5-year-old pattern for a Vogue vintage dress, which I tend to make up in this blue sort of flowery polycotton.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that a pattern that you've made before, or is that one you're gonna?
It's not something I've made before. No, I didn't cut it out, luckily.
Yeah.
Because I think I have piled on a few pounds in the lockdown.
Will.
So.
What do you do when you cut out your patterns?
Mm.
Do you trace them, or would you cut the tissue paper?
I cut the tissue paper.
Do you? Controversial. Oh my goodness.
Oh, am I?
I think so. I don't know. Some people are quite precious about them, aren't they?
Mm.
Do you think? I find it's quite.
It might be a better idea if I did trace it out, because then I've obviously still got the pattern. In case I, go down a size or something. Yeah, I'm always worried a little bit as well with
tissue paper about tearing it. And then, but if it's, I'll normally trace on something like baking paper.
Right.
And trace it onto that in pencil, and then cut that out, and then do any changes and alterations. And I can always, like you say, you've always got the pattern then to go back to.
And I've got another pattern book.
Yeah.
From a lady in Brighton. I think I can't remember what it was called. Her name is Wendy.
Well, yeah, Wendy. Yeah, I know the one. Yeah,
you know Wendy.
Yeah. I know Wendy. Oh, brilliant! Oh, so you might be giving that a go as well.
So I might be giving that a go too, and I think that's more jersey knits and things like that. Yeah,
that's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Well, thank you very much for coming on and sharing your projects with us, and we look forward to seeing how you're getting on and your pictures and all that sort of thing. So, thank you very much for your time.
All right. Okay, thank you.
All right.